Hey guys, so this is a tough one. I want to talk to all of you parents out there, especially parents and wives and husbands, if this is the case, but to a lot of grandparents and parents that have alcoholics and addicts that are using right now and are very worried about this coronavirus and what this means. Um, it doesn't change much of anything regarding the disease of alcoholism. In fact, you know, I often talk about the only thing that's really going to get someone to want to get well and stay well and do the work it takes to recover is consequences. And this perhaps is a consequence that might scare them. And people might take like stock of their life and go, oh my God, um, I might not make it, right? This is going to be the end of my life, and it's going to be drunk living in the street or loaded. So, if anything, it might be a wake up call to some. To others, it's not going to faze them because they're drinking and using. I wish there was something else I could tell you. I know that this is something that is going to play on your guilt and your sadness. Like, that they're going to use that. Those really sick ones are going to use that. And I'll say that because that is me. When I'm drinking and using, I will say anything to get back in the will or your bed or whatever is the relationship. I'm going to say anything I can to get what I need to continue doing what I'm doing. So they might be, someone asked me, my son's calling from jail and wants me to bail him out. He's afraid he's going to get the virus. Well, maybe that's right where he needs to be. Um, there's a consequence to our behavior. And I'm not saying, I'm not saying he's going to get the virus. I'm not saying he's not going to get the virus. I'm wondering if that's really what he's worried about, is getting the virus. He might think he is. But if he was really worried about his health, he wouldn't be shooting heroin or smoking meth or whatever he's doing right now, drinking. Do you see what I mean? So people that are really worried about their health are going to be talking to about recovery. I need to quit drinking and using. All of a sudden, a heroin addict, a meth addict, a major alcoholic with cross addiction, someone that's loaded on Xanax and or Suboxone, whatever it is, right? All of a sudden, they don't go, oh my gosh, I'm going to get this virus and I might die. They know they're going to die like every time they shoot up, like there's a chance. So you gotta kind of get this in perspective, okay? This is a complicated issue, but it's a way that they can play on your feelings to get what they want. And let's say that you bail them out, after you've been so good and so strong about having a boundary with this guy, and then you bail him out because you're worried. He's so worried he's going to get virus in there, and he gets out and he just takes off on you. You know what I mean? How are you going to feel? So his chances are just as good dealing with life on life's terms, whatever that is, however good or bad that is. He needs to face up. She needs to face up. They need to face up to what is happening in real time. Like, yes, we have a crisis. So are you going to live your life in crisis, in a crisis? You know what I mean? It's hard to explain, but it might be the wake-up call they need, right? It might be. If not, you need to take care of yourself, okay? Financially, you're going to need to take care of your household, whatever that is. If it's just you, if it's you and your husband or you and another child, you need to look after that first. The alcoholic addict is going to find a way to stay loaded and drunk. Um, and for that fact, when I was really drunk and loaded, I never got sick. I never got a cold. It's like I had so much alcohol in my system, I just never got anything, if that helps you. Not saying that that's going to be the case, and somebody might just say that's the craziest thing I ever heard, but it's true. I never got sick. Um, so I don't know. I probably shouldn't even said that. That might really upset somebody, but it's true. I remember even when I was chewing tobacco, that whatever that was in my mouth, I think it killed all the germs possible that could come near me, because I didn't have a cold then either. I didn't get really sick until I quit chewing tobacco and drinking, and then I got a cold, a common cold, or a flu. Um, not that, I don't know if you even know it. You probably think I'm crazy bringing that up, but it's something I've noticed, okay? And it's not to say that I should be drinking and chewing and I won't get this virus. That is not what I'm saying, because I cannot imagine going through what we're going through right now drunk and loaded. My fear would be out of the ballpark. My mind makes shit up. I have an alcoholic mind. I think crazy stuff. I would be hunkered down. It would be horrible. So thank God I have an answer and I'm sober today. I would much rather deal with everything sober, with an answer. So what I'm telling you is, it really hasn't changed anything regarding your boundaries. It really hasn't. You have to take care of yourself first. Your household, your family, the kids you have in the house. If you're taking care of your parents, whatever that is. We don't know what's coming around the corner financially. This is going to hit the nation hard, the world economy hard. So, if they want to get sober, they can get sober, whether this is happening or not, right? It might be the thing that drives them to their knees, to realize there's a power greater than themselves, right? That there is something that they can't control. And that might really be the ticket. But you can't tell them that. They have to come about this on their own. So just leave it alone. Pray like a MF. Just pray like a motherfucker. Okay? Just like you were before. All right? I don't know if that's helpful to any of you. If you have questions about that, I know it might have seemed like I got off topic, but I didn't. It makes sense to an alcoholic addict, and I know to normal people, they're without an abnormal mind, are going, what the hell? How could she say that? It makes sense to an alcoholic addict. So just know that I'm talking from that point of view. This might be the very thing that saves a lot of people's lives. I know it's taking a lot of lives, but it might save a lot of lives too. Okay? Let me know. Thanks.